Hi there and welcome to the first bank of Galefast. This is a project that I've been working on for a while. It's basically, I've tried to mimic a bank in Minecraft in a medieval style, and this is what I came out with. So the way it's laid out is on the top floor is basically nothing. Next floor down, this one, we've just got a load of meeting rooms and tables and chairs. This floor and this floor, these two floors are identical. Just got a bunch of offices and the same sort of meeting rooms in the middle. The ground floor is more of the bank sort of area. We've got tellers areas and form filling in areas and a little bit of a staff room, and then in the basement is the really cool bit, which is the vault, and there's a huge item sorter in there. So what I wanted to do today is just run through this and show you what I've been working on. So first thing I guess is the entrance, and when you're actually walking around it's a lot bigger than when you're flying around. Got these nice big stairs in here. We've got this nice fountain sort of arrangement going on here, or waterfall thing, which is kind of loud. And then you've got the tellers areas here, where you can walk up to people and say, I want some money, and they say no, and you run away because you're poor, or I am at least. And some nice scenic views outside. That's towards the centre of the city. This is the next development area that I've got to start building things on. And so yes, so here's the tellers, sorry, not the tellers areas, here's like your form filling in areas. You walk over here and you've got a little desk area to write things down on, and then if I fly over here there's some tables and chairs, and it's the same on the other side as well. I won't go inside those rooms just yet, I'll go upstairs for now. I'll come to the vault and the item sorter later on. So like I said, these next two floors are pretty much identical. We've got these offices here, just a very basic office, and there's 10 of these either side per floor, so 40 in total, 40 big offices. And then in the middle you have the meeting rooms, so let's just fly by these. That door's backwards, I'll sort that out at some point. This is very basic, just some lighting, a table and chairs, and that's about it really, and it's the same on the other side. So let's zoom through here. The only other thing is that we've got this corridor here that you can see all the way up to the sky, and this is kind of the ground area of it, because below here is the staff room. So let's go up 2 floors quickly. That floor's the same, so let's go up to this floor. The middle of it's the same. The outside of it, because of the sloping roof, we just have all these tables and chairs along here, and then you can come over here and you can look down onto the lovely fountains. And then zoom through here again, same conference room type things in the middle. We've got 3 main staircases, 2 on the back and 1 massive one in the middle. So let's go up this back one here. The only way to get to the very top floor, which is where I am now, is through one of the back staircases. And you've got this kind of glass ceiling above you, glass roof out onto the open, and then all the way over here we've got a couple of levers for the fountain controls. We can turn off the fountain if we wanted, and the water will start draining away now. That water takes ages to drain away. So that's very simple redstone, as you can see. And let's just take a little ride down here. Whee! All the way to the bottom. So that'll all drain away quite quickly, or quite slowly, shall I say. So, let us go and have a look at the vault. And I am lagging, because the water's all draining away. It should be better now. That's a little bit better. Okay, let's go down here. So, the vault. Before we get to the combination lock, let's just have a quick look over here. I've got a bunch of these. Oh, that's interesting. It looks unfinished for some reason. Anyway, I've got a bunch of these lockers, kind of locker type things here. Oh, I tell you what, I should show you actually before we go down here is the inside of this area. So where the tellers are. I am sorry for not rehearsing this beforehand. Let's go into this door, and basically this is kind of like a staff room, a nice little seating area with some flowers, a bit of a work area here, and I'll go through this area. This is where the tellers will stand. So let's quick close that. It works both ways, mind, but you know. So then we've got the files and storage area, a chest for every letter of the alphabet here. Q, R, M, N, I, J, Y, Z. There is actually a logical order to this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, blah, blah, blah. But, you know. That's kind of creepy. So then in here we have the above area for the item sorter. So we've got some unsorted items there. You can shove your junk in there. And then you've got building blocks here. So let's shove some building blocks in. Shove some stone in there. And it starts draining away quite nicely. And we've got some redstone transportation here, so let's shove some redstone in there, which drains away quite nicely. And then there's a spare one here. I haven't actually labelled yet. I haven't labelled any of the chests downstairs either. It just doesn't really do anything. I couldn't think of what to put in there, so it's kind of spare. So let's come back out again, and let's make our way back down to the vault. Now that we've done that. Ah, it's raining. Let's just change that / weather clear. So yeah, so the first part of the vault is this combination lock. Now there's a lot of these online, but I think that mine's a little bit different. I haven't seen anyone do one quite like this. Basically, you've got this combination lock here, and then you've got a similar one on the other side. Once you get through the locked gate. So if I were to deactivate that, for example, it'll lock the doors. Or if I was to open that, it'll lock the doors. A lot of these, there are a load of these on the internet, but they basically say, all the ones I've seen at least, say, oh, if you want to change your lock, just go and put a redstone torch at the back. I wanted to hide all the redstone, so on the other side of this, there is exactly the same lever combination, and you can just reprogram it just by pulling some levers. Like I say, I haven't seen any, but obviously someone's probably tried this before, so I don't want to take any credit for it. So at the moment, what's programmed in? We have 64, 32, and 4, which is 96, 100. So we have 100 programmed in at the moment. So we remember that, 100, that's pretty easy to remember. If I go through here, that's a doorway down to the actual vault itself. I can actually, there's a second switch here where you can shut that. Obviously you wouldn't normally be able, oh, would you? There may be some sort of way you could jump up there. I don't know really. Someone that's better at parkour than me. Well, I can't reach it, but may be able to reach that, but I don't think you can. The main way is to go through here. We've got a staggered door, which works both ways, which I think is pretty cool. And then this door control here gives you this, which is a mirror of what's on the other side. So you've got the 64, 32, and 4. So if I wanted to reprogram this, and I wanted to say, give it a new number, say, I don't know, 50. Let's go and make the number 50. So we go with 32, and we need 18 more. So that'll be 16 and a 2. Right, so then if I just do a little bit of a shortcut here, and I look over here, it's all closed now. But if I were to change this to 50, so it's 32, 16 and 2, then this should open like that, just like that. So let's block this up again. And yes, like I said, it's just a big old combination lock, but one that you don't actually need to play around with redstone to change. So yeah, I think it's unique, but I don't know really. Someone's probably thought of it before me. So that's all there is to that really. Then there's an emergency override room as well if you want to override open or override lock it. Let's close that and close that. And the only other thing is there's some beds up there for the security team, and we've also got this vault door. Oh, there's also access through here to the security room as well, so you can see people that come into the vault. So let's go and open this door up, and we'll go round, have a little look at the item sorter, like that, and let's go down here. So through here we have our massive item sorter. So this took me a while to build, and it also took me a while to then put all of these put all of the blocks in place. So I put some stone down here before, didn't I? So let's go and retrieve that. And then there's obviously the unsorted items here. There's quite a few chests behind there, so if there are a lot of unsorted items, then they'll show up here. Let's just run or float all the way through here. As you can see, there's a chest for absolutely everything, building material wise. And I'm lagging. There we go. So this next room is the spare room, shall I say. It's not actually got any items to be sorted into that yet. And then we've got our redstone transportation room. So that has all sorts of, you know, bookcases, chests, rails, pistons, blah blah blah. And do we put redstone block in there? No? Redstone. There it is. So yeah, that sorts everything quite well, and then unsorted items go in that chest there. And there's another entrance there to the currently unused item sorter. And so let's go back out of here. Oh, the only other thing is on the outside here, or on the inside of the vault, there's this button which will override open the vault doors. So if you were quick, so if you shut yourself in somehow, I don't know how, then if you were quick, you could get through there and be free. So that's all there is to the building, really. The only other thing to show you, it's dark now, that's a lovely view. There's my lighthouse in the distance and everything else. So the only other thing to show you is out the back here. So here's one of the back entrances. Go down these stairs and we have a hole in the ground. Now this hole, I'll show you here, I was initially going to fill this in because it was just a big gaping hole for no reason. But I thought I may as well make something of this, so I've kind of made this like a janitorial sort of groundskeeper building, and it takes you down one floor there and a second floor down to here where the hole is. So you can have a look up there and see the hole, and the water's actually coming from the from one of the little ponds over there as well. And if I walk all the way along here, you can see what I've done here is I've kind of tried to build it so that there are these big, like what do you call them, like struts, so to speak, or supports to actually support the underside of the bank. So there's all these going along here. You can see all the way along here, and then this bit's a bit grimy because this is where the what's it called? The sewer. That's where the sewer is. So that's why that's a bit grimy. And there's actually loads more cave to this. So yeah, I just wanted to make something of it instead of just filling it in or having a bare cave. So that's it really. I suppose the last thing, the thing that everyone loves, is the sewage system. So let's open this, and obviously this brings us outside. The only way to get between these two is to open it from inside there and close it from inside there. And then we've got the sewage system, which is just this grimy old moss stone filled river essentially. So I'll zoom along here and then go down here, out of here, and we're back to where we started. So yeah, that was the first bank of Galefast. Tell you what, the dome at the top there took me ages to build. So many incarnations of that. But anyway, I'll leave it there for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, or obviously if you have any feedback on the vault, or if you want to see that in more detail, then let me know. Otherwise, I'll say, as I always do, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye now.